Well, just in time for the return of autumn this weekend, we're going to learn how to make fall leaf two-toned cookies.
And no one can do it better and serve it up sassy like our friend Liz Bouchon. Welcome back to Daytime.
We missed you. Did you have a nice summer?
I did.
What, were you out decorating the White House again or something?
Well, you know, I did apply for that, so we're waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear. I hope so. And I have 2 friends with us today that decorated the White House with me. So
very good.
Yeah,
I tell you, you're hanging out with the big movers and shakers of the nation.
It's just fun stuff. Well, go ahead.
Okay, so I was going to say, we're not talking Christmas yet, though. We're focusing on fall here.
Yes, this is two-tone cookies, and it's a butterscotch flavored dough. So we're going to start with 2 sticks of butter, and I already have that swirling because that needs to be kind of at room temperature. Okay. And then you want to add a 1/2 cup of sugar.
1/2 cup?
And then you can add a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, and it was packed, but I stirred it up because it was really, really hard.
We believe you.
Yes. Stick that in there.
Okay.
And then what we need to do is turn up just a little bit so we get that incorporated. We want to incorporate the dark brown sugar, and the sugar is really good.
Okay.
And then we want to scrape down the sides of the mixing bowl
What?
so we get down to the bottom.
Is this a stupid question? What makes butterscotch butterscotch? Is it a combination of 2 different flavors, or is it just a...
You know what? That is an excellent question. I have no idea.
Someone Google that.
Somebody find that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You can smell the butterscotch.
Yes.
Oh,
and
I love it.
this is a cup of butterscotch chips, and I put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in warm water to melt because you want it completely solid, you know, melted.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do, I went ahead and cut a hole in it, and I got a little bit of water in it. That is a bad thing. You do not want water in your bag.
Okay.
So anyway,
So don't do that at all.
Don't do that. Yes, we will work our way around that. So what we'll do is go ahead and stir this up a little bit more.
Okay.
Let's add 1 egg.
1 egg.
And then go ahead and squirt this in there. You want to get all of that into the batter.
That sounds like fun.
We can turn it off if you need to.
Okay.
Squirt all that in there. And the neat thing about that is it's really thick, and you're not getting your hands all messy, and you're not trying to get it out of a mixing bowl.
Are you
in a
sure?
different
It's
cup.
like you're milking a cow over there.
You know how well I do at that,
Yeah.
Morgan. You yelled at me.
I did not yell at you.
He yelled at me, Liz.
Oh, no.
Apparently I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I couldn't look. I milked without looking.
Well, you know, there is an art to that.
Morgan is very good at it.
Morgan is jack of all trades.
Yeah,
he has done everything.
The art is you look at the bucket so you can hit it while you're squeezing it.
Oh, is that what it is?
I just,
Yeah.
I couldn't look. It was too much.
Well, this is almost like that, kind of.
I know. Now,
Isn't it?
now
Now
I
she
can't
can't
look
look.
at this.
Yeah.
I'm going to have butterscotch
And look,
everywhere.
she got butterscotch on the beater, but that's okay. That's what happens when you don't look.
I
I'll
know.
put some of that
Apparently,
down
we
there
need to
for you.
watch.
Okay, so let's scrape the sides down just a little bit more here. And then what we're going to do after this beats up really well, we're going to add our flour, our dry ingredients.
So are we making 2 totally separate batters?
We're making 1 batter, but then we're going to divide the batter in half and then add cocoa powder to the other half.
Okay.
And then when we come back, I'll show you how to get the leaf inside the cookie, how you cut it out and roll it out.
Do you want more of this? I got it down to the bottom.
I think we're okay. And you know what? If you don't like butterscotch chips, you can use peanut butter. You can use, taste that, it's really good. Or you can use whatever chip is out there, except chocolate, because we're adding cocoa later, and you want the difference in the 2 doughs.
Okay.
Boy,
So-
that is really thick.
Is it thick?
Yeah. That worm peanut butter.
Oh, wait a minute. Here, let's add our vanilla. A teaspoon of vanilla.
1 teaspoon of
Yes.
vanilla.
Or if you want, you can just dump it in, whatever you want. But that's easy.
How's that?
That's perfect.
Okay.
And then 4 teaspoons of milk.
Little milk?
Yeah, I was going to say a tablespoon, but
There you go. It's like in the liquid.
Yes.
It's getting a little dry.
it is. Okay, now let's turn on low.
Okay.
And we need to scrape down the sides again. Let's just turn it off and scrape down the sides.
Scraping. These are very complicated cookies.
Yeah,
but they're worth it in the end.
Oh, they're
right?
excellent, yeah.
I
And
will tell you, I made a type of cookie like that. It was like a domino once for Christmas. It was chaos in the kitchen. It was not pretty.
well,
A
this is
domino
not going to
cookie?
be
Yeah, and you had 2 different batters, and you had to make them into squares. And by the end,
Like a
I was just
checkerboard,
so
I bet.
mad. I didn't even care what they tasted like.
Oh my gosh.
But not these cookies.
Not these.
Not going to be worth the
No, it's
effort.
going to be excellent. Okay, so
Okay.
All right,
You
you've
go
got
ahead.
a.
you want me to do
Add
that?
the- yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It looks a
Do
little
it,
messy.
do it in the break.
Okay.
But we want to. You've got a thing coming up November 2nd or 12th.
Yes,
Yes.
it is a holiday and entertaining decorating seminar.
All right, and it's on your website, lizbouchon.com.
Yes,
Check it out.
At
We're going to go back and do some.
Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
we're
gonna
going to
be
learn how to
great.
do Instagram.
That's the thick
All right, we are
already.
back in the kitchen with Liz, and she did all the dirty work for us with the flour.
Yes, we've got everything figured out. And, you know, we had flour in the dough, and we needed to add the cocoa. This is what the dough looks like after you mix the cocoa in there. So you have your butterscotch dough, and then you've got your cocoa. Yes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a square cookie cutter, biscuit cutter, and we're going to cut the cookies. You want to press that?
Okay. So we're just going to do the squares first?
We're going to do the squares first, and we'll do squares over here, too.
Square over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this little leaf, maple leaf. You want to do this, Morgan?
Okay.
Cut it in the middle. Just put it in the middle and push it out.
Okay.
Do the same over on the other side.
Oh, I get it now. We're going to trade, aren't we?
Yes, you're going to
You and I are going to swap leaves.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Good thing
Okay.
I didn't pop it in my mouth, huh?
Aha. And now
All
am I
right.
going to put it inside?
You are. You're going to put it right inside of there.
Oh. Is
Isn't
it
that
art or is
cool?
it baking?
I
I
think
know.
it's
It's
barking.
fun.
Okay.
Okay, and then actually what you should do is cut all the squares out first, and then I put them on the cookie sheet. And I always use a double-line parchment cookie sheet.
Okay.
And then I put the cookies in the refrigerator for about 5 or 10 minutes so they're really firm.
Okay.
And that way you keep your shape.
This is so much fun.
I think I'll get in the refrigerator if it'll help me keep my shape.
Yes, I
Just
know, me too.
FYI, this is way easier than those domino things I made at Christmas time.
So you can do a whole tray of those, and then here's another thing. After you bake them at 375 for 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Depends on your oven. You can stack them and wrap them up, give them as a gift like that if you want to.
That's a great idea.
Or if you want to put a cream between two, you could. Or,
Ooh.
or you can serve it up sassy and do different leaf cutters like these.
Okay.
And then you can even do a marble cookie.
Oh,
And what
wanna show that
happens?
one?
Yeah. And what you do with that is at the end, after you've cut out everything, and you don't have enough dough
What
to
am I
cut
going
everything
here?
else, you can mix the dough together, and that's what creates the marble look, and you can cut it out. So there's
okay.
options with this dough. And here's another thing.
love options.
I do too. And here's another thing. If you get flour on your cookie dough, like on the chocolate, take a piece of wax paper. That's why you put this in your refrigerator, because it's a little soft.
Just pat it back
Just
together
pat
and
it
it'll go. Just
be
like
all right.
Play-Doh.
Here, do this. You can use your knife.
Oh, see, I knew
do
you'd
that.
fix it, Liz.
Yeah,
So good.
it's a little bit.
We'll just
little bit
pat it out on the
soft.
cookie sheet.
But by cutting the little squares first and then putting, do all that, just mass produce the squares. Then you put that in the refrigerator. That'll make the dough firm, and then after that, go ahead and put on your cookie sheet. And then I would cut out the centers after it's on the cookie sheet. It
Okay.
just makes it easier. That way you're not lifting and transferring.
Or could you do that and then cut these out?
No. You can't go
What?
that way. She said earlier.
You know what?
It's just so
It's your
cute.
dough.
No, do that.
Do whatever you want.
Only the different color, and put it on top and bake it like that.
Oh,
What
we'll
do you
try
think?
it. Let's try it.
Good. See what happens.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Morgan's so creative.
I know he
There
is.
you go.
I kind of like that, Morgan. I think that's a new dimension.
Okay.
I love
All right.
it.
Hey, we are going to go from inside to out because it is time for bow time.
That's right.
Going to do a little tailgating.
That sounds
Outside,
good. These would be
love it.
great for
Bojangles.
tailgating.
Yeah. Looks like Morgan's having a whole lot of fun outside. We're trying the cookies on the inside.
Really
And these
good.
are like a shortbread cookie with great flavor.
Yes.
The butterscotch.
And they're soft, aren't they?
They are. They're very soft.
And you can freeze these.
They would freeze really well.
Uh-huh.
And you've got to look at that, back in with coffee for
Faux
our
brew.
cookies.
It's their new coffee they've got.
Ooh, and it goes
Goes
well
good
with the
with
cookies. So this is fall, but we're going to be talking Christmas decorating coming up very soon.
Yes, November the 12th at Ferguson's. I'm going to be doing a holiday decorating and entertaining seminar, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Tickets are available online. Go to my website and you can get tickets.
Which, if you want tickets, get them now because it's limited space. And I know last
Yes.
time, especially this seminar, fills up pretty
It
quickly.
is, and it's so much fun because you get all kinds of great ideas. I've got some new things to share and some things I learned from the White House and just fun
Neat
stuff.
things,
It's
and
gonna
you
be
get
fun.
to sample. Liz always makes enough so
Yes.
you can try it.
You have to be
Which is always
careful
so
about
much
what
fun.
you share from the White House. You
that's
know, that Marine's in trouble, if you know what I mean.
You have to be top secret.
And Ferguson's, I had never been there before. Went about a
It's
month ago and
fabulous.
shot a segment. What a place.
They have all kinds of kitchens in there, and we will be doing a cooking segment at the seminar.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be in the meeting room first doing demonstrations of things, and then we'll go into the kitchen and have a cooking segment.
And it's right there, right off of Boones Creek Road, kind of right behind the new Palace that's there.
Yes, and I hope to introduce a new cookbook because I'm working on a new cookbook.
Okay.
And it's going to be called Serve It Up Sassy Sweets and Savories.
Well, keep us posted. Hey, for more information and for this recipe, you can always check out her website, lizbouchon.com. Thanks, Liz.
Thanks. It's fun being here today.